He just falls into the pavement and becomes clothes. He's just clothes. Like... So, Karl and the lovely viewers at home, what is your favourite heist film?
Ocean's 11.
An easy answer, but it's a good answer.
I especially like the movie now when you told me that fact about Don Cheadle, which can you please share for the audience at home who don't know, because it's so fucking funny.
So I'll double check, I'll research this, but I believe the story is that Don Cheadle didn't want to be credited in the film because he basically thought it was beneath him.
And I was always under the impression that he didn't want to be credited because he puts on the worst performance of his entire career.
Just the worst Cockney accent I've ever heard.
Oh, leave it out. You tossers. You had one job to do.
Anyway, we're not talking about Ocean's 11 today. We are talking about Ocean's 11 with Magic Karl.
I guess you're going to explain like the format of Wiki Weekends, but once you've done that, can you answer me one question? Are they wizards?
I will get to that in a second, Karl, but for now, yes, I do have to introduce the show because this is Wiki Weekends. I am Lucas Holland, and I am joined, as always, by my lovely co-host, Karl Smallwood.
Hello. Are they wizards?
And we bring up a wiki page to just broadly discuss a topic every show. So, yes, Karl, we are talking about Now You See Me, and also, yes, Karl, they are definitely wizards.
So, what's the deal with Now You See Me? Because when I first heard about it, it's like, okay, it's a heist movie where the gimmick is the people doing the heist are trained magicians. Like, awesome. I saw all the behind-the-scenes stuff of like Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson learning actual magic tricks and sleight of hand. Then I watched the film, and Jesse Eisenberg or David Franco, I forget which one, fucking walks into a curtain and fucking teleports.
Dave Franco just teleports out a curtain.
He just teleports. Do they actually have magic? Is that the twist? And they never explain it.
They go by the logic that they are just magicians, and in this universe, magicians can just do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, because like one of the best things about the heist genre is like in Ocean's 11, where you watch the film and it gets right to the end, and Danny Ocean reveals that, hey, actually, you've been going along with our plan the entire time. You just didn't know it. And they have those cool flashbacks as they walk you through all the stuff they did to set up the specific series of events as it's unfolded. And it's like, and while we're talking right now, just Don Cheadle and his shitty accent is running off with your entire vault. They do that in Now You See Me, and it's just straight up, no, we fucking got wizard powers.
But they do it in Now You See Me and justify it, and they show elements of the plans and do some reveals and stuff, and you have
but
like the Morgan Freeman
do doesn't
character.
Make sense unless they have actual magic powers.
Sometimes, but you have like the Morgan Freeman character going around and like explaining how they did a lot of the stuff, like the fake vault that they just dropped the guy into. They didn't teleport a person to Paris, but like some of the things where they're just like, oh yeah, we planted a suggestion of this one guy that we knew goes to this one specific bank, and how did we get him to go to our show in Vegas? We said the word Vegas next to him. Woody Harrelson does that, and then like they I think it's Jesse Eisenberg's character, like, just flips a couple of chips in front of his face after he says Vegas, and that means they guarantee that they've planted in his brain that he's going to go to their magic show in Las Vegas and rob a bank for them, quote unquote.
They programmed his mind to make him go to Las Vegas, and then they kept reinforcing it until he did.
And then Dave Franco fucking teleports.
And then Dave Franco
I think that's the one that gets me, when he steps into the curtain and disappears. Like, he's fucking teleported.
The one that gets me is there's a moment where Woody Harrelson, to hijack a truck, just looks at a guy and makes him pass out. He's driving a truck, and Woody Harrelson gets off a bike, stands in front of him, and just stares him down and makes him pass out.
And despite what the banks would have you believe, the men who drive these trucks are not exactly mental giants.
That's not how mentalism works. You can't just like fucking annihilate people with your brain.
The thing is, though, Darren Brown could.
Like, that's the thing is, some of the stuff in here, I could totally see happening in like a Darren Brown level show, right?
It's just, like I say, it's the one moment where just fucking Dave, I think it's Dave Franco.
It is,
he teleports, and there's no rational explanation. You can't tell me, it's a trick of the light, or he steps into like a false bottom or something. It's like, he fucking teleports. And I don't know why they put that scene in, because the moment that happens, I thought, well, the twist is that they've got magic powers.
That isn't the twist. There is no twist other than it being a heist movie.
The twist is that there's no twist. The twist is that they actually just super did it with, like, trickery.
Well, I mean, obviously we're talking full spoilers here, but, like, the actual twist is that, the FBI agent that's been following you the entire time, he's actually been testing you to join, like, this magic circle called, like, the Eye, I think it is.
Yeah. Why?
That is the question, isn't it?
That part is baffling, by the way, because he commits so hard to chasing them down at every moment, like beyond the point of making it look like he's just doing his job, you know what I mean? He seems too committed.
That twist makes absolutely zero sense, because we see that character when he's not in front of people he should be acting for, and he still acts as like he's looking for them. It's like, which means that he knows we're watching him, and I hate in movies where they make characters do things because they know the audience is watching, but the audience doesn't exist in the context of the universe. He shouldn't still be doing that. It's like, have you ever played Heavy Rain?
I have played Heavy Rain, yes. Yeah.
It's 15, 20 years old at this point. The twist is that, hey, one of the characters you're playing as is actually the killer, but one of the gimmicks of the game is that you can read the person's internal thoughts. Like, you can hear them voice their thoughts out loud. And the character who is revealed to be the villain says out loud, I wonder who the villain is in their head. It's like... And that character shouldn't be thinking that. And the only reason they are is to fool us, the audience. It's like... But they know that they're the villain.
Their internal dialogue doesn't make sense in that moment.
Unless it's internal dialogue written for the audience, but the audience doesn't exist in the universe.
Yeah.
You just lied to by the narrative, and that's what I feel like with Now You See Me.
Yeah, this FBI agent seems to actually give a damn about catching them up until the final moment where it's like, aha, it was a test all along.
Yeah, I actually super let you go the entire time, and all the stuff that looks like it wasn't planned was totally planned all along.
But Karl, if people aren't familiar with the movie, Now You See Me is a 2013 American heist film directed by Louis Leterrier from a screenplay by Ed Solomon, Bose Yakin, and Edward Ricord, with a story by Yakin and Ricord. It is the first installment in the Now You See Me series, which is getting a third movie around the time that we're recording this video. I'm not sure the exact date, but
it came out like 3 or 4 days ago, and I just looked it up now. The fact that the sequel's called Now You See Me 2, and the sequel to that's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't, is so fucking stupid. The sequel should have been called Now You Don't.
How did they fumble that title so badly? It's right there.
It should have been Now You See Me is the first one, the sequel is Now You Don't, and then the whatever the third one's going to be. But fucking hell, how did they miss that?
I don't know. And the fact that they then clearly realised that they missed it and then made the third one Now You See Me, Now You Don't. It's like, it's so bad. I get the point of Now You See Me 2, because, you know, that could be like Now You See Me also, but that's just so much worse. God, it frustrates me.
It's a terrible name.
And, the movie features an ensemble cast of Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson, Melanie Laurent, Isla Fisher, Common, Dave Franco, Michael Caine, and Morgan Freeman. I'm unfamiliar who Common is.
He's a musician.
Okay, yeah. That's just the stage name, right? But I will say, Melanie Laurent, like, I've had a look up. I've just, she's off doing, like, cool, weird indie films that I've not seen. But, like, she's in this and Inglourious Bastards. And I'm like, oh my god, you are magnificent. Like, I want to see you in more movies. And then she just kind of left Hollywood again.
Yeah, it's like, to be fair, if I had to, like, have the plot of Now You See Me 2 explained to me by the director, I'd be like, fuck off.
She saw them do actual magic in this non-magic movie and went, maybe I'm just going to go make better movies instead.
It's like, do we have magic powers? No. And it's like, fuck that. She probably stuck around for the choreography of the second movie where they're throwing the card to each other. And you see the card straight up fucking defy all logic and physics.
It's so frustrating because there's a behind the scenes bit that I'll put a bit in of them talking about how they worked really hard to make so much of that scene like plausible, and the cast learned as much of the choreography as they could and stuff.
Like the sleight of hand techniques and the card throwing techniques, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's one moment where they just throw a card into just like Magic Zone, and it's... Why did you have to put that one unfeasible part in? And that's what both Now You See Me movies are.
That's the frustration I have with the film, where it is super focused on representing like magic really realistically, getting a lot of the cast to learn real sleight of hand and like magic techniques. Mm-hmm. And then there's put like a CGI moment where Dave Franco teleports. It's like, it undermines everything else you've done to make the magic look realistic when you just have someone fucking CGI teleport.
Yeah, because there's like, in Now You See Me 2, there's 2 different teleportation moments where just Dave Franco just like puts up, like explodes a bunch of cards over him and is gone. And then like Jesse Eisenberg's character, he falls backwards onto the street and just he's just clothes.
You can just teleport. I will say though, I'll give him props. I just looked up Now You See Me 2. They cast Daniel Radcliffe as one of the characters.
Yeah, they cast
so they're
Daniel
using
Radcliffe.
magic wizard shit on Daniel Radcliffe. He's like, the magic's not real.
They used Daniel Radcliffe as Michael Caine's son to get revenge in the second movie. And then, for some reason, he's not the one that can do any magic. He's just tech billionaire bro.
But I like the idea of casting him as the guy who's like magic stupid.
Yeah. I will say, Jesse Eisenberg does feel a bit weirdly cast as the sexy, hot street magician that gets all the women. And it's like,
magicians all look fucking weird anyway.
But the start of the film, Now You See Me, Jesse Eisenberg's character does like some quote-unquote street magic where he's like guessing a card, but he gets the card to like appear on a building in the lights.
Yeah.
And then this woman immediately wants to hook up with him real bad and goes back to his place. And I'm like, that's just not a Jesse Eisenberg.
No, the thing, like, Jesse Eisenberg could work as, like, the street magician who gets cast, but when he's portraying, like, one of the 4 horsemen, he doesn't carry himself like a stage magician would. He's not very theatrical. Like, I can see him playing, like I said, he does a good street magician, but he doesn't have, like, the presence or charisma to play, like, fucking, like, Chris Angel.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
He's good at, like, you know, the actual magic part of the magician. It's the sexy magician part that I'm a bit like, okay, maybe that's not like the Jesse Eisenberg role, but sure. He still feels a bit like, you know, everything else I've seen him in, where he's a bit reserved and quippy rather than like super charismatic and sexy. But
yeah, like, they should have just got the cast of Ocean's 11 to just do this movie. Have you seen that they're bringing George Clooney back? They're doing another Ocean's movie.
Oh, they?
Yeah, and do you know what the best bit is? Do you remember that reboot where it was like Ocean's 7 because they couldn't find 11 women who wanted to be in it?
Ocean's 8, like, I think it was.
Ocean's 8, maybe it's the Sandra Bullock spin-off.
Yeah.
The opening of that movie is, Danny Ocean fucking died.
Oh.
And now he's back. So he could come back and say he faked his death with magic powers.
That's one thing that they do in Now You See Me, is that they just cut Dave Franco out of the end of the film. It's just like, oh, that guy died, and it's like, you know, it was their plot all along, but you kind of just get sidelined, and it's just the 3 horsemen by the end of the movie.
And so tonight, for our final act, you're going to help us set a few things right.
I do like the setup of having the 4 horsemen and it being like magical heists, or magician heists that are definitely not magical in any way. Because
like, they're not magicians, they're fucking sorcerers, let's be honest.
Like, in the movie, we get to see 3 separate heists, which I do enjoy. Because I think, like, the good part about the heist movie, as we were talking about earlier, is, like, the reveal of how we did it, right? So,
yes, it's the best part of, like, a heist movie or a caper movie.
Yeah, and in Ocean's 11, you get one big reveal of how they built it all up in the end. But
they always, as well, I love that they always manage to... Anyone who acts as an unwitting stooge, they always give them something for it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
during like the Oceans movie, I forget which one it is, where they have like the health inspector or something, or the guy who rates hotels, where they just intentionally fuck with that guy throughout the entire movie to get the dude a bad review.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the movie, it's like, oh, he won the jackpot on a slot machine. Say sorry.
Yeah,
The
like,
Four
because I'm
Horsemen
pretty
don't
sure
really do that. They just fuck people over and leave them.
Well, to be fair, they are like Robin Hood in it, because they steal from the poor and... steal from the rich and give to the poor. It's like the Michael Caine's character has like $140 million in his bank account, and he's like a guy who runs an insurance company that never pays out, so all of the crowd are people that he's fucked over, and they steal money and give it back to them.
It's all for show, correct?
Oh, meaning we're doing it on stage in front of a paying audience? Then yes, it's for show.
I've got $82,000 on my bank account. It says it right here on my cell phone. Look, everybody look at your cell phones right now. Everybody.
They're doing something all right. They're not there to keep the money. They are there to prove themselves to join the eye, as I say. But yeah, the film premiered in New York City on May 21st, 2013, before its official release in the US, May 31st, 2013, by Summit Entertainment, and the film received mixed reviews, with criticism being focused on the ending, but it became a box office success, grossing $351.7 million worldwide, against a budget of $75 million.
Do you know what the ending of the like Now You See Me reminds me of? It reminds me less of the Oceans movies and more like the Saw movies. Do you know where the Saw movies feel like, oh, they wrote the ending and then just bullshit whatever explanation they need to for the ending they wanted to make sense? Mm-hmm. Like we said, right, it's like, oh, that character was secretly working for them all along, even though he doesn't act like that throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, like there's a part where he has a go at the Interpol agent for not shooting Jesse Eisenberg. Like, he's like, why didn't you shoot? And she goes like, oh, well, you know that I couldn't do that. He didn't have a weapon. He was defenseless. So I couldn't just shoot him. And that guy's meant to be working with them?
Maybe just like, you know what, Lucas? That's the best magic trick of all.
Can you
survive a gunshot? It's a famous magic trick.
It is.
The gunshot trick. That's how it's the Qingling Sao. He's a famous magician. Who's famously an Oriental sorcerer. He billed himself as. He was just some white dude, and just told everyone he was Chinese. Called himself Qingling Su, and he died on stage when he got shot doing like the bullet catch trick because he put too much fake black powder in the musket, and it went off and killed him. But he was a real dude. He just pretended to be Chinese.
I mean, I don't think he deserves to be shot for it, but
he shot himself.
Yeah,
Are you going to arrest for that? It's like he shot him fucking himself because he was an idiot. Got lazy doing his routine.
That would be the plot twist in this movie, right? It's like the new test is just to survive being shot. There is one impressive trick in Now You See Me 2, where just Lizzie Kaplan introduces herself by guillotining herself on a sofa. And that was something that apparently they actually built a prop for her to, like, sneak into the sofa and stuff. It still looks like it's just actual magic. I'm not going to lie, because she goes from, like, talking to headless within about 0.1 seconds.
I was actually... No, that's not... I made myself in the neighborhood, and now I'm here. Maybe...
Okay.
Like, the real magic of those movies is that the actors manage to keep a straight fucking face.
And, you know, obviously we're giving this movie a lot of shit. I think it's a fun watch.
It's fun, but the main characters have fucking magic powers as a result of they film the magic too spectacularly.
Mm-hmm. I think of the first heist I think they do, where they rob the bank, and at some point they reveal the teleportation machine with a giant CGI piece of fabric that flies around like it's in Harry Potter.
And now for one tiny detail.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's stuff like that that really, really diminishes, in my opinion, the gimmick of them just being very, very good magicians. When you have like stuff that is literally impossible via the use of CGI, it makes you question: do these people actually have magic powers?
For 90% of the movie, they do a really good job of making things that seem implausible, like the guy teleporting to Paris into a bank. Like, they explain it all, and it's just like, it's a trapdoor, it's a replica vault, all this jazz. But then it's like, it's so frustrating because it'd be such a better movie if, like, the couple of moments of actual real magic happening weren't in there.
Like you said, we like the throwing cards. But that card throwing scene is really good up until the card just defies all physics. It's like, why put that in?
Even the bit which seems bullshit, which is like the bit where he bounces the card off the floor,
was done for real.
It was done for real. They figured that out.
Wallet coming through.
But then they put in a bit where it just defies gravity. It does a wicked.
It's like, why would you do that? Like, because you already had something that looked impossible that someone did for real.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you use the CGI to do something that's literally impossible? It weakens the scene as a whole.
It does, yeah. It does. But this movie has a running time of 124 minutes, which it's a long watch. Like, I rewatched this last night to remind myself
How
of the
much
film.
of it is flashbacks? I want to say it's a good 10-15% of the movie is flashbacks.
It's not really flashbacks as much as
like,
it is
set
just
up
like
to explain how they did what they did.
revealing what they did and stuff. Yeah, like a decent amount of that. But that's what you want in a heist movie. A good heist movie explains itself, right? I think it's way more satisfying to have the heist happen, similar to, like, as we say, in Oceans, where the heist happens, you question how it worked, and then it's like, here's the flashback, here's how we actually did it and figured it out.
It's like the movie-making equivalent of a Rube Goldberg machine, where the satisfaction comes from seeing all the moving parts work in tandem and result in the absolute perfect scenario that you intended.
Bonjour. I personally prefer to take the stairs to Paris. Welcome to the City of Light, Agent Rhodes.
Which I think it does a good job of, but I do think, as I say, with like the suggestion of going to Vegas being what gets that guy there, stuff like that is like...
It seems a bit weak, right?
It just seems not great, yeah, because they have a guy...
All that you think is, could the writer not think of a better excuse? The answer is no.
Well, they have Woody Harrelson's character, who's the mentalist, who could basically, like, perform actual magic on people's brains. Like, they have him right there, and instead of what you think is going to happen, of like, oh, well, he actually hypnotized him right there and then and told him to go to the show, it's like, he just bumps into him and says the word Vegas.
Yeah, which...
And it's like...
Presumably that's like simplify the process of what an actual mentalist would do. Because you mentioned Darren Brown earlier. He has a bunch of specials that are basically this concept.
Yes, yeah.
And they're fascinating to watch. They're all on YouTube for free. Go watch them if anything like that sounds interesting to you. And something he talks about is he builds redundancies into his mentalism routines.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about how I have to specifically seek out people who would be,
susceptible
open to this type
stuff.
of suggestion. And also, I sometimes do 5-6 versions of my shows because sometimes it doesn't work out the way I expected. Even though I'm controlling everything that I'm able to, still sometimes people act in a way that I didn't expect.
Yeah, I'll have to put the actual name of the special above because I can't remember the actual name of the episode, but there's one show that he did where he basically convinces somebody to, or tries to convince somebody to murder another guy by pushing him off a building.
Push him off a ledge. I think it's called Push.
I think it might be, yeah. And it's a great reveal, similar to, a heist movie where it's like, oh, that guy didn't do it. But you know what? The other 3 people did. Oh, there was 3 more shows. It's like, oh.
Chris reclaimed ownership of his decisions. But we didn't just do this with Chris. Over the course of 2 days, we ran this experiment 4 times.
Thanks, Alex. Oh, Martin. Yes. Really nice to meet you. How are you?
He's walking you through like how he uses like his mentalism tricks to influence people. It's usually like multiple things over the course of like hours or days. It's not Woody Harrelson going Vegas. So if it was that easy, that's all you'd need to do. That's literally a Simpsons joke of like, why are you putting like subliminal messages into like music videos to get people to join the Navy? It's like it's part of a 3-pronged approach of subliminal, liminal, or superliminal. What's superliminal? It's like, hey, you join the Navy, and they just do.
messages?
It's a three-pronged attack. Subliminal, liminal, and superliminal.
Superliminal?
I'll show you. Hey, you! Join the Navy! Yeah, all right.
I'm in.
One of my favourite things in the Derren Brown shows is where he tries to get a guy to go completely fucking crazy. And one of the things he does is, like, he has, like, 50 different actors, all who are instructed to just try and make this guy lose his sanity. And there's a moment where I think one of the things he does to the guy is he swaps his meal around when he turns around for like 2 seconds to say hello to somebody and they swap his meal. And his meal had like a chicken breast on it and some vegetables. And by that point in like the trick, the guy had already been like browbeaten and gaslit so much that when he turns around, you see him lift up his potato to look for his chicken. Because in that moment, his mind breaks and goes, did my chicken just go under my carrots? But because everybody else in the scene is an actor who's told to play it completely straight, he doesn't want to question it.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of what like a lot of Derren Brown's stuff relies on, not just Vegas.
Yeah, one of the other examples that I think is one of my favourites of just like public compliance is just when they have the actors like go into a room with, you know, one person, I think it is, that's not an actor. And basically all of these actors have instructions of like, when you hear this bell, you stand up or you sit down. And then, you know, the person walks in, starts filling out what they think is like their application form. And just like a bell dings or whatever, everyone else in the room stands up and they're like, oh. And it happens again and they all sit down. And then it's just a test of like how many people will go along with it. And basically every time, people just go along with it in the end because like, I guess I'm not doing the right thing. I've never been given instructions, but this is what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, and then over time, what he does with that experiment is he takes people out of the room who were stooges and plants and replace them with fresh people who aren't in on it. And eventually it's a room full of people standing up and sitting down when a bell goes off who don't know why they're doing it, but they're just copying the people that were in the room when they arrived. And he uses it as a way to demonstrate how people are very... It sounds kind of wild, right, what he does of, I'm able to, via just subtle suggestion and mentalism techniques and cold reading, able to make people act in a way that's against their normal nature. That sounds ridiculous. Here's an example. Look, we've made a bunch of people do something they wouldn't ordinarily, just because I've just mentally coerced them into doing so without their knowledge.
Yeah, like, literally none of them know why they're standing up or sitting down. They've not been told to do it, but there's, you know, by the long process of replacing people that were actors and stooges, yeah, they've just got an entire room of people to be doing this action without any reason.
It's like one of my favourite bits that he did is where he made an entire town luckier. It's the special he did on Luck, where he invents the idea of this thing called the Lucky Dog, where he gets like a statue made, puts it in the middle of like this podunk town in the middle of the UK, and then just sends like a documentary crew there who are ostensibly making a documentary about the Lucky Dog. And he just goes around asking people, like, have you heard about the Lucky Dog? No? It's in the park. People say if you pet it, good things happen. Over the course of like 3 or 4 months during the course of his documentary, people of a town start petting the dog, which isn't a thing, it's a thing he put there, but then reporting that they're having good luck. And it's all part of a theory he has that good luck is not necessarily like something you can control, it's a state of mind. And if you think you're going to have good luck, then good things will happen.
Like, if you put yourself into that positive mindset, then you're more likely to interact with, like, opportunities that would be good for you.
Yes, it's exactly that, yeah. And it's one of my favourite, like, documentaries, possibly ever, because it literally changed the way I looked at the world, where he has this guy on it who's a sad sack of shit, who's like, I've got bad luck. And Derren Brown goes out of his way to engineer situations where he would absolutely 100% have something good happen to him. But the guy is such a sad sack of shit, he doesn't notice it. For example, he has his crew send him a flyer that's like, oh, send this off and you'll win a free TV. Guy just throws it away without looking at it.
Yeah, I think he literally goes through it all with him right afterwards. Of like, here's all the basically like free wins that we gave you in life that you just completely ignored because you weren't looking out for those opportunities.
It gets to the point where Darren's like, look, he's very famous for doing this. Like, he hides for much of the production. He says, it got to the point where I was so mad myself, I got £100 out of my own wallet and left it on the street when I knew that he was walking around the corner on his way to work. Guy walked straight past. It's like, And then he tries to get into call a number. And he says, I got to the point where we got a truck with his fucking face on it and say, call this number. Drove it past his work, and the guy looks at it and goes, wonder who that's for.
Did Wayne see it? If he did, he chose to ignore it. Undeterred, we kept following him.
Was that for me? Wayne called this number?
When you see, like, when Darren confronts him with all this stuff of, like, look at all these opportunities you miss, you see the guy's mind shatter of, oh my god. Because, obviously, it's a small example, but you can tell that the guy is thinking, how many other opportunities in life have I missed like this because I wasn't looking out for them?
Yeah, exactly.
And he almost has, like, a mental breakdown live on camera when he realises.
Because it is, like, oh, like, have I gotten to this point in my life because I've just been, like, ignoring things around me and not taking opportunity of what I could have been? And it's just, yeah, it's a, as you say, it is, like, a life-changing thing for that guy. And, like, legitimately, I would encourage people to try and think a little bit about that and,
yeah,
like, just be a little bit more open to things, right?
The way that Darren explains it is like, I love the idea that luck is not a thing. You don't get or acquire luck. It's a state of mind. It's about recognizing and seizing upon opportunity, which requires a positive, open mindset. And just when that guy's confronted by it and is like, wait, I could have won a free TV. There was £100 on the floor. I didn't notice it. It's like, yeah, I put £100 on your way to work and you missed it. And he's like, what else have I missed? He goes, I don't know. What else have you missed? You're 50 years old. How many opportunities in your life have passed away in the same way? Yeah. It's been awful. Can you imagine having been confronted by that? Of like, do you know people like they have like panic attacks? They're like, oh god, that hot girl was flirting with me. Oh god, no.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's like that, but for your entire existence.
It's like, was there a moment in my life where I could have met Melanie Laurent? Just passed me by. Oh. But anyway, Karl, going back to the film, the plot here is just roughly that, four highly talented magicians, J. Daniel Atlas, Merritt McKinney,
they're not magicians, they're sorcerers.
And Jack Wilder, maybe sorcerers, unconfirmed. I really hope that's the like confirmation, and the third one is just.
If the third one comes out and says, we've got fucking magic powers. It's actually a sequel to Jumper.
Oh god, they can actually teleport. I mean, you know.
Oh god, my camera fell over. My camera. It's the wizard. The wizard's getting me.
That was a magic trick performed by them. They just knocked Karl's webcam away.
Then go on, tell me more about these fucking wizards.
So the wizards receive a tarot card leading them to Hogwarts. I mean, to an apartment in New York City. They then discover holographic instructions from an unknown benefactor, and basically just, it's presumed that all of this is like settled by the Mark Ruffalo character, who's the FBI agent, and basically it goes through, as I say, 3 different heists where the FBI agent and an Interpol agent just basically chase these 4 horsemen as they, take from the rich and give to the poor, and do a lot of heisting. And it's, as I say, it's a fun movie. I think on a rewatch, I think the Interpol agent is like one of my favourite characters, because it's not just, we're going to get them. She's like in love with the idea of research, and that's her strength, and she's just researching all this magic and getting like really inspired by what they're doing while also still wanting to catch them at the same time.
Is this your card?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. That smile on your face, is it real?
Maybe.
So let me ask you, Mr. Detective Man, do you feel exploded, or did you have maybe a tiny bit of fun?
The FBI agent's character is constantly like, the Debbie Downer, and like, I hate these magicians, I hate magic, blah blah blah. It's all deception, and it's it's trickery and all this jazz. And she's just there like, I've been looking into magic, and like, do you not find it really intriguing of like the magic of a magic trick? It's like, it's not just robbing something from someone. I like gave you a moment where you had like fun and whimsy and mystery in your life. And I really like that reading, because obviously it's a joke online a lot of the time to, like, dunk on magicians, right? But I like magic. Magic's cool.
Magic is cool, it's interesting, it's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why it has that reputation, because there's a broad spectrum of what you expect or imagine when someone says the word magician.
Yes, of course. I like well-done magic tricks, and I also really enjoy someone who may be a sorcerer, Darren Brown, where, yeah, they claim that they, definitely do not have any powers, but they can make it look like they have the same abilities as people who claim they do have magical powers, because it's all just tricks. And it's similar to, like, Penn and Teller, right? Where Penn and Teller have famously revealed a lot of their tricks over the years and stuff.
They also try to debunk, like, faith healers and stuff like that. I think they show bullshit. I think it's just called bullshit with an exclamation point.
Right, okay.
They debunk stuff like that.
But I did see here, Karl, in production that it says, Isla Fisher nearly drowned while filming the water tank scene. It says, like, my chain got stuck and I really had to swim to the bottom. I couldn't get up. Everyone thought I was acting fabulously. I was actually drowning. And yeah, that's
gonna
terrifying.
suck, can it? Drowning to death and all the crew's there, like, fucking
bravo.
phenomenal. They go all the way to a funeral. It's like, she's so committed. What a method actor. Look at her go. Still in character.
But, on a lighter note, that is definitely another scene where she just performs magic.
Yeah, it's straight up just magic.
Like, the piranhas fall in on her. She is, like, clearly in the tank swimming in with piranhas and getting, like, eaten alive. And then a second later, she's inside the crowd going like, oh, who the fuck did this show? That is one of that's the introduction to her character of, like, this is the type of, like, she's a stage performer and all this jazz.
Yeah, and it's like, straight up like a trick that is literally impossible for her to have done. It's like, the twist should be that they actually have magic powers. That's a way better way of, like, because how are you ever going to convict those people?
Oh,
because what jury's going to believe they've got actual fucking magic powers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think as well of the scene, like, when Jesse Eisenberg's character is being... they just have really bad names, not memorable names at all in this. Like, I'm just calling them by their actors' names because none of them seem to be memorable to me.
No, not at all.
But yeah, it is one of those of, like, he's getting interrogated by the FBI agent and he just goes like this and just flicks his handcuffs onto Mark Ruffalo. It's like, that's not... Okay, sure. It's just... I wish they'd just commit one way or the other.
Get all over me, because the closer you think you are, the less you'll actually see. I'm gonna nail you.
Because that would actually be an interesting movie. I like the idea of, like, just an actual fucking wizard and someone's trying to arrest her. How do you arrest a wizard?
Because
that'd be an interesting movie.
Yeah, I vaguely remember when I first saw it, seeing him throw the, like, fireballs and being like, how's he throwing fireballs? But I missed a second where, like, he grabs some flash paper that they'd previously used in the heist for the bank and throws that while lighting it, which is a genuine magician's trick using
when
flash
he's throwing
paper
it
and
like
stuff.
it's a fucking, like, fireball spell from D&D.
I mean, I genuinely, I think that's something that could physically be done.
Do you see there's that video that went viral, like, a few weeks ago of, like, some little kid who bought a magician's wallet to use his actual real wallet?
Oh, no.
And he's like, his parents are asking him, like, let's see your wallet. And he opens it up and he's just bursts into flames and he shuts it, like, what? And it's like, that's the coolest little kid ever.
But yeah, in terms of a critical response, Karl, the film received an approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 51% based on 171 reviews, with an average rating of 5.8 out of 10. And I think maybe that's a little bit harsh, 5.8, but it is like a 6, 7 out of 10 movie.
A 6 out of 10. It's not as good as Ocean's 11, but if you really like fucking wizards, you'll love it.
But it's probably better than, like, Ocean's 8 and Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 8 is so fucking bad.
And I can't remember whether it's Ocean's 12 or Ocean's 13 that's, like, the really bad one, but one of them.
Like, Ocean's 8 is way worse. Like, say, it opens up, Danny Ocean's fucking dead. It's like, you couldn't even let the character retire. You had to kill him to try and do, like, this spin-off with Sandra Bullock.
It just seems unnecessarily cruel, right? Like, can you just say that Danny Ocean doesn't want to be involved?
Yeah, just say he's retired because he'd done, like, 3 fucking great heists.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, Rihanna can't act.
Oh, Rihanna's in that one?
Rihanna's in it, yeah. Acting alongside Cate Blanchett. And it's like Cate Blanchett's there with Sandra Bullock acting alongside Rihanna and Awkwafina. And you're like... It must be like how George Clooney felt when he rocked up and Don Cheadle turned up and started doing that accent. I'm like, am I really acting alongside this dipshit?
I'm Boomer.
I'm fucking Boomer, innit? It's like,
oh,
God.
They're fixing it. So unless we intend to do this job in Reno, we're in Barney. Barney Rubble. Trouble!
It's like, imagine being like fucking Academy Award winner Cate Blanchett and Awkwafina walks in. And starts doing her spiel, and you'd be like,
It's like, can you just add another 0 onto the paycheck, please? I do think that, like, you know, Now You See Me is a fun movie, and I think that this one, even though it doesn't do a great job of are they warlocks or not, it does a better job than the second one, which just goes, like, full hedge into, like, yeah, we can perform magical powers.
Right, fuck it. I said it would be a better twist. They all had magic powers.
I'm really looking forward to watching the third one, because I do find these films fun. I don't think they're cinematic masterpieces or anything, but...
I want to see what bullshit they do. That they explain away as like, no, it's a trick, it's real.
Because, like, I like magic, as I say. I like heist films. I wish we had more good heist movies, because it's a really good format.
It's a great idea, like heist movie, like it's done by magicians. Because most heist movies usually have the gimmick of we need to get the special team together, we need to get like the explosives expert, the contortionist, the hacker, the person. Like, is it Matt Damon in the Ocean's movie? Who's like, he's the guy who can disguise his face super fast.
Yes, and also that just reminded me that, speaking of disguise, where in that bit before Dave Franco disappears, he learns Mark Ruffalo's voice and mimics it perfectly after listening to him for like 2 sentences.
Standing by for 6.
You little shit. You little shit. What game you playing? What game you playing? We're all good at 6. Move to 7.
Copy that. Go to 7.
They do have a quick change moment though, right? I think, is it Isla Kaplan in the second movie has like the quick change montage?
Isla Kaplan.
Oh, sorry, Lizzie Kaplan, not Isla Fisher. Sorry. She has like a quick change montage, which is
she might do a quick change montage. I haven't watched the second one in a while. I know that at one point Jesse Eisenberg has a quick change moment where his clothes magically change behind like something that's being pushed past him in 1 second, and you literally see like on screen his feet just change colour because like it's just
like, you
still
do have
in
quick
frame.
change artists who can change their clothes very quickly. There's like, you know, entire stage performances built around that gimmick, but they clearly use CGI to enhance the effects, and his just shoes change colour.
His shoes just change colour because, like, yeah, you could have someone quickly throw off a quick change outfit behind something within a couple of seconds. That's a thing that they can do. But yeah, his shoes just CGI'd, and it's like, oh.
So remember in like the Ocean's movie, they have like Matt Damon do the quick change stuff, which is really fun. It's a really fun scene where you see him doing the walk. Like he'll do a walk through and he'll like, you know, throw a different jacket on, change his hat, like remove his mustache and stuff as he walks through a store. Yeah. Stuff like that's really fun when you have it. I think they have a moment like in one of the Ninja Turtles movies, like Megan Fox does it, and it works really well. Mm-hmm. Like I think there's like a review out there from like an actual spy who says like Megan Fox's performance of doing the quick change actually really realistic to how they do it in the field.
Yeah, they have it in one of the Bourne movies as well, where Matt Damon's kind of like trying to get away, and he quickly will like steal a couple of hats and stuff like that, and quickly change. I think they do it in like Winter Soldier as well, right? Where not to the same degree, but he like quickly just like grabs a hat and some sunglasses and a jacket and something like that.
Or Baby Driver, where Baby's running through the mall, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
Really fun scene.
And, yeah, it's just, it's something that would genuinely work. Like, the moment you just quickly change a couple of aspects of your outfit in a big crowd, yeah, someone's going to lose
what
track
the police
of you.
looking for? Okay, medium height, medium build, brown hair, green jacket. Okay, so now I'm wearing a red hat and a blue jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely something that is very effective and would actually work and doesn't require CGI shoes. But yeah.
Maybe the shoes were magic. Maybe it's the shoes that are magic, not him.
Maybe they've all just got magical shoes. Oh, God. I'm going to put it in again because he definitely has magic clothes at the end of Now You See Me Too, where Jesse Eisenberg, he just falls into the pavement and becomes clothes. He's just clothes. Like... It's like, he does it in front of a crowd of people. It's like, there is no way that that's not magic. I can't get around how that would ever be feasible.
It's so dumb, yeah.
Oh, shout out to these movies. But yeah, that was Now You See Me. I'd say enjoyable film. I think a fun watch, and hopefully Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which should be number 2, is good as well.
Indeed, it is. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you all for watching. Have a lovely day. Oh, what a funny story! Thank you, Karl or Lucas.
Oh, no, don't. Oh, yeah, we're reacting to the content we just made. I'm like, what are you doing, you idiot? So this is the section of the video where we give a shout out to our big PPs. That is our code we use for our Patreon producers over on our Patreon.
It is indeed. And I somehow got swindled into this with you just improvising the big PP out of nowhere.
Do you know what? Yeah, I made an executive decision. I went, we're going to call our Patreon producers the funniest possible acronym, the PPs. Oh, he's doing his dab in. He's bringing it back. I'm showing our age. Lucas is hitting the sickest dab you've ever seen.
So for the first shout out, we've got to give a thanks to Daddy Grunt and Karl. Can you
We make the joke every time of... I like to put fun clips in for each person who supports us as a big PP. What's your favourite effort from a video game?
Oh, I was going to say, who's your favourite daddy?
Who's my favourite daddy? Ooh... I'd say my dad. My dad's not been doing well recently, so I'll say like shout outs to my dad.
We can't put a clip in of your dad.
No, but I can give him a shout out in the video. No one's going to stop me.
Shout out, yeah. No, yeah. I mean, shout outs to Karl's dad. Yeah.
So cheers to Daddy Grunt and cheers to Papa Smallwood.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
The elder Smallwood. At that point, he's the big wood, isn't
he? He's become the giant oak.
He has indeed, yes. But the next person to shout out is a person who's been supporting our content for a while now, and they seemingly want to see me suffer by taking a gauntlet I threw down many years ago, dipping in a bit of dog poo and slapping me across the chops, because they always submit their Patreon producer name in a language I do not speak. I believe Nahuatl. So I'm going to give it my best shot now. So, Tinakui, Horshata, Octilane, Tomi, Sema, Sikapatia, Ta, Zemo, Tek Pacho, Nitla, Mashtia, Ipan, Colta, Machtiployan, and then they have parentheses, you said a different la. Because they got cut off by
the character
limit over on Patreon. And you know what? I'm reaching my fucking limit with these pronunciations.
I keep throwing Karl to that one specifically because I'm like...
Go on, explain this.
You are the one that threw down the mantle of, fuck it, make it a different language, I'll do it.
And so behind the scenes, me and Lucas said, okay, what order are we going to go in for these shout-outs? And Lucas always mysteriously picks the order where I have to say the hard-to-pronounce names.
No, I don't. I specifically always just say, which one does Tinukui Horchata come into? Give Karl that one, because you're the one who threw down that gauntlet.
We're supposed to be in this together. I threw the gauntlet down, did not tell Lucas, and then someone picked it up and just like, do you like the boxing glove arrow from like Green Lerma arrow? And just hits me across the face. But you know they dip it in dog poo first.
But I don't get off much better with the next one because I've got to translate emojis into words apparently.
Go for it.
So we have the Burning Dragon here with I'd guess like a big eye face, an uwu face, a little mustache face, and then maybe a happy face throwing a table at a very concerned face in emojis.
Very good. Giant eye, dead fish, cat head, guy doing this.
As I often joke, our fans are now submitting to us their names in hieroglyphics. And hoping we know how to pronounce them, which just makes me appreciate another long-time supporter, Rosalindis Memphis, all the more. They've been steadfast. They've been steadfast in both their support and what they want to be referred to in this section of the videos, and I very much appreciate that.
And I'm guessing we still have more of the Memphis song list to go through at this point. Apocalypse.
I found a Nightcore cover that Mark Cohen won't copyright strike. Because I had to make it slightly more Nightcore, because I like to put in clips that we can like slot in the shout outs to our big PPs in.
Mm-hmm.
And for Rosalind is Memphis, I keep trying to put in a clip from Mark Holmes walking in Memphis. And I found a Nightcore cover that I additionally sped up to make it even more Nightcore.
That is a song I would have never expected to have a Nightcore version of.
There's a Nightcore version of everything, Lucas.
That's true.
Like, Nightcore is for... They're still making it. There's still people out there making Nightcore.
Just the heroes. But speaking of...
That's correct, yeah. There's not people out there. There's fucking legends out there still making Nightcore covers.
But speaking of other heroes, Karl, we do have to thank Kick and Bucket, another hero who... Again, we don't mind that people are changing their names to make it more difficult for us. We do still encourage it. I know that we make the joke of like, how dare you? But we still encourage you to just make it difficult for us because it's funny for content, right?
Yeah, like some people, some members of our audience like shooting us in the backs of the knees and watching us crawl over broken glass.
And I appreciate that we've been getting support from Kick and Bucket.
Feels good.
Who has not decided to do that. They've just, again, kept it simple. But, yeah, I would say to people who are watching this, who are like, man, they really don't like that we're making it difficult. It's like, we do. We're just trying to make this fun.
Another element that plays into it is that we personally feel bad if we can't pronounce the name, because then the person isn't getting the proper credit we feel they deserve. It is indeed, yes. And next person we move on to, another long-time supporter. We know this because they say in their name, which is Be of Awesome, this month marks 1 year of Patreon support. Here's to another. Cheers, beer glass emoji. Clink, beer glass emoji. And I'm not drinking because it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but tink!
I mean, I'm drinking some squash, but, yeah, clink. Yeah.
I thought you were going to smash that into your camera then. Like you smash it into your camera and then just like smash cut to me and you like in our Discord being like, look guys, we need some more Patreon support because Lucas has no camera.
I need another 500 quid for a camera, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the equipment, people probably think like, these videos look real cheap, the equipment's not cheap.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
It's because those fact-themed coffers were pretty deep back in the day, eh?
Allowance day, ding, 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 ding.
You don't deserve an allowance.
Sure we do. Ding, 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 ding.
Ice cream man, ice cream man.
Well, the next person we have to thank that also is helping pay towards those expensive equipment costs is Ghost, Little Ghost, Ghost. And those ghosts are little emojis.
That's
so
my favourite nursery rhyme. Ghost, Little Ghost, Ghost.
He actually runs off the tongue pretty well.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice little ditty, that.
Yeah.
Ghost, Little Ghost, Ghost, Little Ghost. Try and say it like 5 times fast. Ghost, Little Ghost, Little Ghost, Little Ghost. I like it. You put a bit of Nightcore behind that. We've got the makings of a song. We've got the makings of a smash hit there.
Do we have the rights to that, or does Little Ghost?
Well, they'll get a producer's credit.
The PP credit.
Yeah, they get a big PP, and they'll be credited on the album as a big PP. But someone else we need to credit is Split Screen, and their name in full is Split Screen asks, would pharaohs think Anubis girls and Curse of Ra are peak? Lucas, you're more online than I am. What is an Anubis girl, and are we going to have to edit this because it's a thing we can't put a clip in or picture of?
So I'm not fully sure, because I googled the term Anubis girl, and the first thing that came up was a fandom of the House of Anubis category females. So it might be the women from the House of Anubis. It may just be girls that look like the fictional mythical character Anubis. I'm not 100% sure. And then the Pharaoh's Curse seems to just be like the curse of Ra. And it seems to like be like memes which involve like Egyptian curses of people being like covered in sand.
Yeah, is Is anybody out there more online than myself or Lucas who can explain this reference to us? Because I don't get it. If they're talking like just girls doing cosplay as Anubis, I'm all on board with that, but I don't think that's what this is. What is it? A group of 8 teenagers who live together in a Anubis house that serves as a boarding house of an elite boarding school in the United Kingdom. It is based on the Dutch and German show Het Huis Anubis. Get all the seasons on iTunes.
On iTunes?
That's enough internet for today.
Yeah,
that's enough internet today. And the last person to shout out someone has a nice, simple name that I'm hoping I'm not going to mispronounce, which is Ranma Sawatame. So thank you very much to Ranma Sawatame for not making me have to look up a wiki on a... I might have to watch this show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was also my shout out, but yeah, sure, we've just been twisted
Do I
around.
want to go to the Anubis verse?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's what they're referring to.
Is it?
Oh, but yeah.
I'm so sorry, Ranma Sawatame. It's like, there's like, just, you got Anubis.
Yeah, no, shout out to Ranma Sawatame, who was meant to be my shout out, and I think Karl just got a bit flustered.
I'm Ranma Sawatame. Sorry about this.
I got flustered by the Anubis verse. Jerome Clark is the main character. He lives at Anubis house. He's a prankster who always has tricks up his sleeves.
Anyway, I hope that Karl can find a very good clip for Ranma Sawatame to round out this one and not just like get absolutely dunked on by some Anubis girls.
Internet, help us.
Internet, please.
In more ways than once, you can also support us on Patreon and like send us down more weird internet rabbit holes if that is your goal.
If that is your goal, we have to look this up. We do. Thank you for your support, everyone.
This is going to be an entire afternoon of Googling for me, Lucas. 1,352 articles.
Thank you all for your support. Karl's going on a weird rabbit hole right now. We appreciate you all, and yeah, thank you for the month of support.